Hey team, happy Thursday, November 10th. Crazy. 1/3 from this month finishing. Crazy. But anyway, so first I wanted to congratulate 3 of our teammates who have already achieved Success Club this month. Way to go. We have Michelle Avila at Success Club 6. We have Nilda Petrov at Success Club 5. And we have Amy Bear at Success Club 6. So congratulations, ladies. And I know many of you guys are either at 2 or at 4. So let's make it happen. And now I have the honor of introducing our upline coach. And I have all her accolades because I kind of know them by heart. But, sometimes you might just leave one out because you're too excited. So we have Audrey Diaz Robles. She is the founder of Luminous Nation, who everyone here should be a part of. She is a 2-time elite coach. She is an 11-star combined coach. She is a 6-star diamond in her first Coach Business Center. She is a 5-star in her second Coach Business Center. That is a big deal. I think someone's sharing their screen. Was that me? I'm not sure what's happening.
I think Migdalia is shared.
That's Maritza's sister. She must have shared her screen by accident.
Let me write to her on the side. That's so weird. Hold on.
She looks fabulous, though.
Yeah, right? Yeah, her Shakeology. I just don't know how to undo it. Oh, there we go. All right. Girl, thank you for hopping on, though. Welcome.
Oh my God, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. Thank you for hopping on. Love it. Okay, so where was I? I was at, so Audrey is, I was saying, a 5-star diamond coach in her second business center. And it's hard enough to get to 5 in your first business center. So it's a big deal to do 5 2 times in a row. So she is also a Success Club legend, which means that she's achieved Success Club every single month for at least 24. And I know it's more than that. Audrey, this is your almost 4 years, right? This month, which means it's probably like 48 months consecutively. She's also part of the New York City Market Council member. She is one of the official Quarter Force test group members. And obviously, if everyone here should be following her journey, she's almost done with 90 days and she looks banging, right? Everyone saw her before and after, not that she didn't before. She is wife to Alex. She is the mommy to 2 beautiful boys. She is also, God, when am I going to finish? She is also, she actually manages her family's business with all of this. And it's a full-time Beachbody coach. Like, she does so much. And she has a success club. Like, I'm tired of just saying all of this. Are you tired? Audrey, you're tired. But tonight she's going to be speaking about how champions don't settle for good. So Audrey, the floor is yours. Thank you so much for being here with us tonight.
Oh, it's always an honor to be with Team Advent. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for having me. Okay. So, Gabby, like, I'll tell you guys, like, I'm a wing it kind of person. So let's talk. For those of you that aren't familiar with my journey, I started with Beachbody. My anniversary was like 2 weeks ago. My kids are home. They don't have school tomorrow. They've been off pretty much all week because they've been sick, so they're really rowdy right now. So I'm sorry ahead of time. So I started with Beachbody 4 years ago when I needed to lose weight after my second son was born. He was 6 months old when I started in the challenge group. And I was sharing my story on social media already. I was going to Facebook with my Flex Fridays before I ever considered becoming a coach. And then I decided when my first month was up that I wanted that discount on Shakeology. And I signed up to become a coach. And that week, my husband lost his job. And that was devastating. And you guys know that, finances are one of like the things that in a marriage people fight about the most. So on top of that happening, like we were fighting about it. Like we weren't even in a good place. So I have something, I opened up the call by saying that I just wing it. And it's because I'm a Ruby. When I learned about my personality type, I'm a fighter. When I think about what motivates me to go on, it's when someone is going to underestimate me, when someone doubts me, when I'm faced with a challenge, I go harder. So that's pretty much what was happening to me at that point. And it's like, I know a lot of people's stories are that they grew up like in not having a lot, and things like that. My story was different. Like I didn't have to work in high school. My parents paid for my entire college tuition. Like I don't have any student loan debt. So to me, it was even kind of embarrassing. Like I'm not supposed to be in this position. I went to college. I'm not supposed to be living paycheck by paycheck. My husband, love you too, sweetheart, having like all thousands of dollars on a credit card. This wasn't supposed to happen to me. This wasn't supposed to be my life. So I decided to act. Like God opened doors for me, and I had this opportunity to become a coach and to help people with something that was already changing my life. I felt amazing. For the first time since I had kids, I felt beautiful again, and I stopped feeling beautiful, probably the second I got pregnant and had all that morning sickness. Guys, can you get out, please? Thank you. From the moment I found out that I was pregnant and I had morning sickness. So Beachbody gave me my life back. And in another aspect, it gave me back, because I realized that all that time that I was out of college and working for my father, I kind of lost my passion for life as well. Working for my dad is great, but it's not something like challenges me every day. It's not something that makes me feel like, what am I going to accomplish today? It's comfortable. I work for my dad. I come and go kind of as I want. If I want the day off, I'm going to tell him I'm not going to work. So, as a Ruby, that my personality type, I needed that. And it died in me, and Beachbody just gave me everything back, gave me the whole package back. So I had this big why in order to build my business, which is, to help my family out, to be able to pay for groceries. I remember that was my goal. My goal is like, if I could help 2 people a week with a challenge pack, I could buy groceries for the week without putting that on the credit card. So I was literally selling every week at least 2 challenge packs. It always happened. So much so that my first month as a coach, Beachbody back then used to give the Success Club trip for free to the top 2 challenge pack sellers for the month. And I won that. So it became something that I became good at, because I had this deep why inside of me, which was to help my family and also not to fail. I didn't want to feel like a loser. I didn't want to feel like, my marriage was failing. I didn't want to feel like my life was failing, like I was failing as a mother. So that drove me. It's that champion mentality. Whereas a lot of people could have given in, right? Like you have the option to like blame your spouse, blame whatever's happening, be the victim and say, why does this happen to me? And just sulk on it. Like that's an option, right? And it's an option that unfortunately a lot of people, this is what happens. Like normally if they have school, I have them in bed, but no, go to bed.
Mommy?
Yes.
Daddy's not getting me a plush toy tomorrow.
Maybe I'll take you. Bye.
I want one.
Bye. So that wasn't, to me, that wasn't an option, because it didn't go with what I felt inside about what I was capable of. Chubbs, bye. I'm so sorry, guys. Bye. Close the door. I'm so sorry, guys. Close the door.
My dog pushed me.
Go push him back. Yeah, Matias is a handful. So then fast forward, guys, in the last 4 years, I've been able to build a great business, a 6-figure income, while doing all the things that Gabby said. Because even though my dad's my boss, he's also a very demanding boss. So that, working for the family business is still like very much like a full-time job, even though I've cut down on my hours. But then something happens along the way, guys. Like, can you guys just write in the chat box how long you've been a coach? Two and a half years, 1 year. How long? 4 months. 1 year. Okay. So something happens along the way, which is you start to get kind of comfortable, right? You start to get comfortable because you kind of figure out the fitness thing. You kind of figure out the inviting things, the posting, and you kind of stop aiming big. At first you come in really excited about goals that you want to achieve, things that you want to do. But along the way, it's like it kind of becomes boring. Does anyone feel like that? Like kind of repetitive and the same thing? Be honest, guys. Yeah. Thank you for being honest.
Someone raised their hand.
It feels like that. But then that's all of life. That's everything that life is. So this is my second year. I'm on track to be elite this year again. And somewhere around spring and July, like, guys, I've built my business to a point that I don't struggle to hit Success Club because my inbox is just constantly full with people every day. My like page just hit over 5,000 people. My Instagram inbox, my regular inbox, and then people are referring people to me. And that's what happens when you're consistent and you keep building every single day. But, I'm earning what I wanted to earn. Everything's good. And remember, like, I'm a Ruby. I need this challenge. And then I realized, like, I don't like feeling this way. I don't like feeling like I'm comfortable, like I'm settling. Like that nothing's driving me to that point. And I remember I reached out to Kim and I told him how I felt. And I actually started crying because if you guys understand the compound effect, it's, what you're doing today isn't going to impact tomorrow. It's going to impact your life and your business maybe 3 to 6 months from now, not right now. So I thought to myself, if I'm complacent and I'm comfortable, where am I going to be 3 to 6 months from now? I don't want to be in that path where that takes me. And he said to me, I'm so glad that you recognize that in yourself. But let me tell you something. There is a difference between being good and being great. And I want to ask you guys, those of you that said that you're bored, that, you're kind of complacent, those of you that have been in the business for almost a year or over a year, are you just really good at what you do? Or are you great at what you do? And if you're not great at what you do, you need to find a way to wake up, shake things up, and go after that greatness. Because why would you want to settle for just good when you're capable of so much more? When there's so many more people out there that you can inspire with that journey. And the amazing thing about it is that I feel like Kim knows us so well, right, Gabby? Like, he'll always give us something that will definitely answer the question. Because a little bit after that, he texted me one day and he's like, "Hey, Audrey, have you ever been part of a test group?" And I said, "No." He's like, "Okay." And then about a month later, I was at Summit and I saw the release of Core to Force. And I remember he asked me that question if I was ever part of a test group. And I'm like, I wonder if Kim's up to something. And like 3 weeks after that, I got an email asking me to audition for the Core to Force test group. And I jumped right in because, again, with my fitness, like Gabby said, is like, she looks amazing. Not that she didn't look good before. Well, I looked good before. I didn't look great. My fitness and my nutrition was good before. It wasn't great. And it wasn't great until Core to Force. Now, raise your hands if you're currently doing Core to Force. Awesome. One thing I'll say about Core to Force is day 2, dynamic strength. Right away, it makes you question yourself. Am I right? Like, can I do this? Am I capable of doing this? And it's funny because if you guys look in Luminous Nation, now we've turned it into a challenge group. Maria Ortega, one of a coach Melissa at Diaz downline, she said that she was going to skip the hip drivers because she saw everybody else doing it. And she thought to herself, I can't do that. I have too much weight on me. And me with my bad wrists, like it's just something that I can't do. And that's exactly what we do to ourselves. We have this narrative in our minds of who we are, what we can do, what our limits are, what lane we should stay in, and how much we could give. That story holds us back. So there was something that happened to me in Core de Force where I remember I was doing 22-minute hardcore right before starting this. And, you know, in resistance, I think one is when you do all those push-ups, I would modify them on my knees and not push that hard because I'm like, it doesn't really matter. I'm doing good. I'm doing enough. I'm doing good enough. But in Core de Force dynamic strength, it's like either I'm going to do these push-ups or I'm not going to get past this program, or I'm not going to get the results that they're counting on me in this test group to do. And especially because you guys were watching me too, right? Like I needed to show you guys that this program was going to give you guys results, that it was going to give your challengers results. So I had to push through. I had to call BS on my own story and stop with the good enough push-ups, good enough kicks, good enough this, good enough that. I just had to go do it and do the best I can. And now I can tell you guys, when I do dynamic strength, I do great. I'll say that. I do great because I stopped dictating to myself where I was going to stop. Like we all have this boundary where we draw the line for ourselves. Like how far are you willing to go in your business? How much are you willing to share about yourself? How far are you willing to go in inviting someone? How far are you willing to go in pushing your team? How far are you willing to go in recruiting? How much work are you willing to put in? How much time are you willing to invest? Whether you have that quantified or not, you have a limit that you defined for yourself. So now I want to ask you guys, are you going to go past that? And just, you know, are you going to stay where you are and to stay good enough, to stay comfortable? Because that's not how champions are made. It's not. And you guys are a badass team. And I know you guys want to be champions. And one of my favorite quotes, I don't remember it offhand, but I think it's Roosevelt that said that, you know, well, not Roosevelt. Well, you know, I think it's in the 12-week year too, Gabby, that champions aren't made. It's not like when you guys see Michael Phelps winning those medals, that's not what matters. That's not his moment of greatness. It's not. The moment of greatness are those moments that nobody sees, where it's just you struggling, figuring it out, trying to break through your own limits, doubting yourselves, but just working through it anyway. In those workouts, in your push-ups, in your invitations, in your personal development. When you feel that it doesn't matter, that's when you push. So you guys heard all the accolades that Gabby gave me in the beginning of the call. You know, those aren't happening this year where you guys see me as your upline coach and you guys saw me on stage. That came from the moment that my husband lost his job and I decided that I was going to work this business. You know, the body that I have today, you know, people are asking me like, will this ever get easier? Will I ever be able to do these moves? And I bumped up today, my first day doing power sculpt. And you guys could see the huge difference. I mean, I'm looking at Wendy and Rudy and, you know, they're athletes. And I know for a fact that like where they are now, like they had a starting point. We all had a starting point in which you struggled and you questioned yourself, but you got through it. And that's why you are who you are today. And it goes in your fitness, it goes in your relationships, it goes in this business. You know, do you want to settle? To just be good enough and never know what you're capable of. Never know how you can change. Are you going to push past those limits that you set for yourself and go for the great? I hope you all go for the great because, you know, champions don't quit. Champions fall. Time and time again, you're going to fall. I've fallen, I've messed up, I've failed a lot, I've cried, I've doubted myself, I've wondered if I'm cut out for this. But what matters is that you get back in that ring. And I think it's awesome that, especially with this time of the year where it gets tired, where you're burned out, and maybe you're far from your goals. Maybe in the beginning of the year, you said you were going to end your business as a 5-star diamond coach. And now you look at your business and you're wondering how you're even going to hold it together through the end of the year. You know, at this time of year, just fight for it. Decide who you are. The circumstances around you, they don't determine who you are. Only you can do that. And only you can determine how you're going to end this year. Only you can determine how well you're going to do in Core de Force. And I think it's such a great program in order, like, to promote your business, like to be able to push past all of it, to be vulnerable, to give it all you've got. You put that out there on your social media to everyone that's following you, everyone that you're inspiring. And it's the same discipline, vulnerability, and work ethic that you're going to put right into working your business, right into working with your challengers, right into working with your team. It all goes together. And I think that that's the beauty of this business. Like Carl, Jeff, Michael, they have it so right when they want to make sure that we're challengers first. We're hearing so much about the vital process, you know, to remember that we're leading this business with the fitness, that we're being challengers first, and we're helping people meet their goals. And that's the only way we're going to be successful in our business. So guys, fight for it. Make sure you're all doing Core de Force. Make sure that you're all sharing it. Make sure that you're all documenting it. Like for the last 79 days, I've made a video, except when I was at Disney or when my phone didn't want to work. But I've shared that, and I'm glad that I've had that track record to go back. I'm glad that I've been able to show that consistency, because then it gives me credibility in my business. And it's that consistency that helps me be great. And I want all of you to be great, because you have a great team, you have a great leader, and God put greatness in all of us.
Amen to that. Thank you, Audrey. I'm going to do this. Okay. That was amazing. I've been following your journey since I joined in March of 2014. I lost you. Where are you? Because I did the gallery view.
Yeah.
I can't see you. Oh, here you are. Found you. And it definitely, you know, we've talked about this, you know, obviously offline, online, when we're together. And I think everyone here, all my team, you know, feels the same way about you. We feel that you're very inspirational, that you're very motivational. And we all go to your page for that push, and, you know, being able to experience a program from beginning to end. And obviously this is your third run on it, is great, is greatness, because we see that what we do as coaches works, and that, you know, we grow not only physically, but that we grow, because I know that, you know, you shared on your post that you had to push through some of these things. You know, you had to, you shared tonight that there's things that, you know, you were half-assing before, that you were doing good enough because you felt like you weren't, you know, able to, and you had to fight yourself through that to be able to be where you are today. And I think that it's the same way, not only in our fitness, but in our lives and in our businesses. And so thank you for being open, you know, on social media, when you share your story, the struggles, the good, the bad, the ugly, because that's how life is. That's how this business is. And I feel that, you know, being vulnerable and being able to say, you know, if I could do it, you guys can do it too. So that was amazing. Thank you so much for sharing.
No problem. I want to share something. So it's like there was so much confusion up until Core de Force was released, because people would see me go past 30 days and they're like, I thought it was a 30-day program. Why are you putting out a 90 days? And I told them, like, we're going 3 rounds. And then some people were like, well, don't you get bored by now? And I'm going to tell you guys right now, Beachbody isn't releasing another program until probably like spring, right, Gabby?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like Marchish. I'm going to keep doing core de force because of this same thing that we were talking about, which is going for great. So you guys just did dynamic strength, power sculpt. How well did you do it? How great did you do it? Like there were moves like the Sphinx Blaster. I probably was able to do a Sphinx Blaster on my knees the last week of the first round. Now I'm able to do them on my toes and go fast. Now, almost 90 days later. Why? Because I kept at it all of that time. I didn't give up. I kept doing my best. And sometimes things get boring because you're not mentally engaged. And it's the same thing with our business. We go on cruise control and we just automatically follow those behaviors. Even if we are consistent, like don't go on cruise control in your fitness or in your business. Just keep pushing because it's that repetition. As boring as repetition sounds, it's the way you train. Have you guys seen that Michael Phelps commercial? I forgot what the brand is. Maybe it's Under Armour, where you see him in the dark swimming, getting up early, like early at the crack of dawn, eating the same things, but like swimming, training, swimming, training. And it's boring. It's the same thing every single day. But that's what makes him a champion. And that's what's going to make you guys a champion. Like, don't get bored. Find ways to get re-engaged because I promise you, you're not good enough yet. I promise you that. Hitting
You froze, Audrey.
Success Club. Where did I leave off? Hello?
You said hitting
Can you
Success
hear me?
Club. Yep, I can hear you now. But you said hitting Success Club, and then you froze there.
Okay. Hitting Success Club might be kind of easy for you. Like you guys do the 5, Success Club 5 every month. Can you do 10? Like how much more can you give? A lot of my coaches ask me, you know, like, well, what's the secret of this? How do I do this better? How can I do this? How do you do that? To me, the answer is always go up to the 4 vital behaviors. How good are you at the 4 vital behaviors? Have you mastered them yet? I can guarantee you haven't. So whereas sometimes like we get bored, there's so much more to do. It's just that you've settled for where you are right now and being comfortable. And you've settled for the good. But that's never how you're going to get to great. So those things that are boring, keep repeating them until you're the best. And nobody can do it better than you.
Yes. You know, you said that and it kind of hit home because this is why I went to Audrey and I said, I need you to mentor me in certain areas. I went, outside and I, hired Angel and I said, I need you to mentor me because there's certain things that we know we can do better and we can be great at, but we're just good enough because, either we are lacking the skills, maybe, it's our weakness and we just have to go but inside, like Audrey said, inside you could be great at it because you feel it, but for whatever reason, you're not, so you go and you ask for help because that's why we're a team. We don't have to do this alone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
That really I connected with that. Does anyone have any questions for Audrey? Has any comments for her? Audrey doesn't bite.
You guys are awesome.
Audrey, just had a question about you versus Alex. So who can do more?
I'm getting pissed. Rudy.
Troublemaker.
We're both really competitive. So in the beginning, I smirk when I was getting the workouts on my toes, and then he was still on his knees. I'm like, right? So now with Sphinx Blasters, ground to fighter stance, he's faster than me, and it's pissing me off.
Yeah, no, I see you guys going back and forth battling. Some videos I see him jump up. What? And then the other video, I'll see you going in and he's modifying. And I'm like, oh, okay.
It's war right now. It's war right now.
We're good.
And that's the great thing about Court of Force, being able to do it with your significant other. It makes it more fun.
The question I was going to ask you too, besides that, what happened, Gabby?
No, I was gonna say we gotta give Alex some props because he's looking good too.
Yeah.
He's come a long way, and
looks
he's had knee and shoulder injuries, so
he didn't want to talk to me anymore because he got abs. But go ahead, Rudy.
No, so I was going to ask you, you've been doing it for the last few months, and in the test group, what are the biggest questions you're seeing people ask you that we may stumble across now that it's public?
it's just, can I really do this? Like on Tuesday when it was dynamic strength day 2, I had to walk a couple of my challengers off a ledge, you know? And the thing about this program is that from the test group, men, women, older, younger, all body types, but everyone's been able to do it. But the results on the body have been very different. I remember when Joel did our team call, he said there was a woman that hardly lost any weight, but she went from a size 10 to a size 4. I have a girl in my test group that's probably on the thinner end. One girl that started at 190 something pounds is down to like 188 this morning. So then the girl that has less weight to lose is looking at it like, well, how come I haven't seen a difference? She's losing all this weight. So it's a lot of managing expectations. If you guys saw on Monday or Tuesday, I did a video telling you guys, if you've seen it, it's going to be hard. It's going to be very hard. And some people thanked me for it because they said like they went in there knowing it was going to be difficult and that they had to bring their A game. So I think with Court de Force, it's a lot of managing expectations and reinforcing to them that all that matters is that they do their best every day. And that's why it's great that all of you record your videos as bad as you think you look, because the point of this journey is to go through it so that your challengers could see that they could also do it. And just remember that the people right now, everyone that you're signing up, yeah, you're going to get people that are going to sign up, that are going to do it with you. But everything you're going through now, it's the fruit you're going to bear in December and in January when people have seen your transformation and how you've gone through Court de Force and how your challengers have gone through Court de Force. So the best thing you do is document everything, especially on YouTube. Put all of your workout videos on YouTube. Make like week 1 review or week 1 preview and talk about how you're feeling, what you're eating, all of that. So document that so you have all of those tools to give to your challengers for next month, and just keep churning out transformations from this. But most importantly is the setting of expectations for people.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Audrey, so how did you work your way up to being able to do the push-ups?
My first push-ups were horrible. I got to give it up to Jericho. She's so empowering. If you guys, who did Periscope today?
We just started day 1, right?
Some of us finished our 3-day cleanse and then started today. But there's some people. Maritza, did you do it or no? Or you started day 1 today too?
I started day 1 again. I did day 1, day 2, day 3, and then I started the cleanse. So I did 1, and tomorrow I'll do 2 again.
You guys are so screwed tomorrow.
Yeah, we're all new. We're babies here.
47 minutes, but it went fast.
You guys are all so screwed tomorrow.
Is tomorrow the death by push-ups?
Death by push-ups is tomorrow.
I can't wait to try that one.
I got tendonitis.
Careful. Well, to be honest, my mindset is like, I just need to get through it and do the best I can. The modifier is great. And the great thing about Beachbody On Demand is that when you put it on demand, I just noticed this week, Jessica split screen. So you see her right away as opposed to on the DVDs. I just did the best I could on my knees. And Jericho, like in Periscope, she said, this one goes out to all the girls. You're stronger than you think. I don't know who made up the term girl push-ups, but get on your toes, girls. You're stronger than that. And that made me challenge myself. And constantly they would go up to the modifier and say, okay, Jessica, we know you can give it a little more. We know you can give it a little more. And I would say to myself, okay, Audrey, you could give it a little more. You could give it a little more. So then I would do, let's say I would do death by push-ups today. The next time that I would have to do by death by push-ups, I'm like, okay, so you did 2 push-ups on your toes, go for 3. Great, go for 4. So it's like, you know, I slowly just kept pushing myself because I knew I was capable of more and that I could give more.
Awesome. Anyone else?
I definitely, can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Hi. I definitely forgot I did Power Sculpt. I did the first week and then a bitch got problems and, you know, fell off the usual. Listen, I keep it real, friends. But I did the first full week and it was really helpful, Audrey, to like have followed you and like, you know, you talking about like your challenges and like feeling nervous about push-ups and stuff like that. But the only reason I remembered I did Power Sculpt like 2 weeks ago was because what you quoted Jericho saying, and that caught my attention too. And I was like, oh shoot, like she was very empowering, but like I'm not, like I can't do push-ups at all like on my feet. I still do them like on my knees, and I mentally prepared for that workout because I knew that it was going to be a lot of push-ups, like what I didn't like. And I went into it with like a completely different mindset. And that was really empowering because it just changed the tone of the whole workout. Usually in the past, every workout that I've done that has even just a few push-ups, like I hate it. And it was like, I went into that challenge with like with that mindset, like as a challenge I want to overcome. And it's so interesting how shifting your mindset around something can make all the difference.
So true, Elena. So true. And like I used to feel something that Quarter Force did for me is I used to hate working out. Like, and you could go back on my post, I'd say it. Like I didn't love to work out. I liked it because I didn't want to feel like I didn't want to go back to like gaining weight and whatever. It made me feel confident. But Quarter Force is the first workout that makes me look forward to working out. Every morning when I wake up, I hear like the Rocky theme song in my head. And I look forward to going in the ring and getting it done because I'm getting stronger. And I'm going to do this. I'm going to get better. I'm going to do those push-ups. I'm going to challenge myself. Right, Elena?
Yeah, it was very empowering. You know, the one day I did it.
But
it was very empowering. But for me, that was a very aha moment for me, very eye-opening. But it is very empowering. And, you know, I'm sure it feels even better, you know, to go through 30 and 60 and 90 days and to see major differences in how you can do a one push-up and then various styles of it.
Is it as tough as Insanity Max? I'm on my second.
Max 30? Well, the thing about Max 30 is that like you're going hard and fast for like those limited periods of time while he's doing the moves. So it's like I remember thinking like I just got to get through this. Forget about form. You know, but with Quarter Force, especially in dynamic strength, it's like you're going to do push-ups and you're going to do them right until you do this on your toes and you're good at it. You know,
I do push-ups on my toes. I think I'm okay.
No, you'll be great. You're a beast.
I think I'm okay because I've been doing workouts for a while, so I'm glad I'll be ready for the push-ups. But I see your videos, you're awesome. And I like watching the other women, you know, just the transition, how they do, you know, the first one's always going to be awkward.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad that they're posting it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, post it because you're going to lose balance. I've done it many times. I think the other day we're doing that burpee challenge, Rudy and Wendy, and I did it the one arm and I almost freaking fell, but I kept doing it. I said, oh, it happens, you know, like encourage.
But that lets other people know that they could do it too.
Yeah, absolutely. So
I think that what Audrey was saying about getting great is so true because when I first did MMA Speed, I right away hit her up and I was like, I felt so inadequate with all those moves. I'm like that the punches, I mean, just everything, you know, the moves, I was like all lost. The 25-minute workout took me like an hour because I kept like rewinding, like, this is ridiculous. I got to get this right. And then we went to leadership and we worked out, you know, live with Joel and Jericho. And not that I knew any better, but I felt like because I had tried it before, I kind of knew some of the moves a little bit. And then, you know, we worked out with them 3 times, and then, well, twice for me because I had the accident by then. And then when I came home again, we had another sneak peek. And then today I felt, even though my arm, I'm still, little, well, you guys know. But anyway, I don't even know what to say. I'm just injured. I just felt more comfortable with MMA speed because, again, I've done it before. So I think that, with all the other workouts that come with the program, the more we do them, the better we'll get at them. And then we'll be great. Just like Audrey, the more
then you challenge yourself to rotate more, lift that heel. Can you cross deeper?
Mm-hmm.
But Gladys, you asked about equipment. No, actually, a lot of people love the fact that you didn't need anything. And I could tell you firsthand, my second week on Core de Force, I was on a cruise. And, I had to work out in the stateroom some days. And that's not easy, but I made it happen. I would have been able to do that if we needed equipment.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really convenient. Actually, Gladys, I'm a southpaw, which means that I'm a lefty. But watching Joel and Jericho in the beginning, I actually the stance that I put as my dominant stance is actually my opposite, leading with my right hand. So, and I've gotten good at it like that. So just pick a stance and go for it.
Mm-hmm. Oh shoot, I'm dropping stuff here.
Hey, Audrey.
Hi.
Hi. I just want to say thank you. Please pass on the thank you to all your girls who are posting their videos because they're awesome. I think that the best ones were the ones where you're messing up because it makes them more real. There's one girl, and I'm trying to remember her name. She posted, I think, if I'm not mistaken, oh God, I forgot her name, but it was hilarious. She literally...
Oh, Jessica.
Yes, that's who it was. Oh my God, I'm telling you, I had to comment because it was the best video I've ever seen in my whole life.
I told her today to go live. I'm like, you need to go live.
It was awesome. She literally, you could hear in the background, Jericho saying, yes, you're killing it. And then she looks at the camera. She's like, no, I'm not. And it was just great because she was not afraid to kind of just put it all out there. And her facial expressions were awesome. And it was the realest video I've ever seen. But I would love for someone to take all of your videos and make a bloopers reel of all of bits and pieces. Because I'm telling you, when I was doing it today, that's what I was thinking about. I was like, I don't care that my belly is jiggling all over the place. I don't care that maybe I look like an idiot and I'm punching the wrong way.
But that's why it's so cool to document everything. Let me see if I can share my screen. Because
that one girl, Audrey, I think she put it on the wall as well, and in the 5-star Core de Force test, whatever group going on, challenge group, the one that her belly's hanging, and then whatever weeks later, it's not anymore. And she said F gravity. Remember that picture? That was an amazing picture. So you have to document everything.
Yeah. Let me show you guys my first push-ups. I shared this in the team. I don't know if you guys have seen it. Do you guys see this?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Look at my form.
It's I'm going down just halfway there.
If I listen here, if I could do that, all right, a bitch can't even plank. Let's talk about that real quick.
But it's your journey, and that's your content to close challenge groups for the next couple of months. Because if you allow yourself to be transformed by this and actually go through the process, document the process, that's gold right there. Because My second day doing MMA speed, I'm watching the video and I'm like, I have a belly jiggling. And I thought I looked good back then. But I have it there. And then now I could show like, hey, quarter force took it away. You know?
It's funny that you mentioned the it's your journey. I posted the Kim. Did you read his post about the race about what is it the marathon? And I posted. I took the pictures of it, and then I put it in our team chat. I can't remember if I put it in our team group, but oh my God, like it's so true. It's your race, and we lose track of that, or sight of that because we say, why is it like what you were saying, Audrey, about your challengers? Why is it that she lost so much weight, but I haven't, or why is it that I only lost 1 inch and she lost freaking 10 pounds, right? But we have to remember that it's our journey. It's our race, no one else's. And then when we can focus on that, then that's when it becomes enjoyable again.
Yeah, I mean, there's a girl in the quarter force test group that kicks up to the ceiling. And then every time I'm doing the switch roundhouse kicks, I'm like, I kick like Rachel. And it just doesn't happen. But, and then I'm like, focus on the best you can do.
I have to say, though, those videos really got me through because when quarter force first came out, I said, I'm not doing that. I was like, that is so not me. I could never do something like that. It was just so intimidating to me. It was something that I in my mind, I had already said, yeah, I'll wait for the next one. I won't do that. But just watching your videos and seeing what everybody was posting is what got me to say, just do it. Just try it. You don't got anything to lose. And it's great.
Awesome. I'm glad you love it. I felt the same way. Like when I first did MMA speed, I'm like looking at my video because they wanted us to record ourselves. And I'm like, okay, where do I look the least stupid? But hey, we gotta do what we gotta do.
I just cracked up. That was funny. But it's true what Audrey's saying, guys. If you gotta document, because people are not, people are jumping to buy at Audrey because she's done, 2 full rounds right before it was released or something like that. So everyone is following her journey and they know it works because they see her transformation. They haven't seen ours yet. So they're not, they're quicker to go to Audrey and buy this program, from her because they know it works. She showed them every single day that she's been fighting for it. And then we got to do the same thing. We have to show them at least 30 days so that they can come back and say, okay, if it works for you, it's going to work for me. So we have to fight for it every single day.
And that's the best thing about it, because how many of you don't get people every day that tell you, oh, you're so inspiring. It looks so easy for you, right? This way you're showing people easy. Look what I just went through.
All right, one more question for Audrey. Anyone else? All right.
Hello.
Go ahead. Hi. Somebody had a question?
It's me. It's Migdalia. I'm new to the group.
Hi.
Hi. I'm Maritza's sister. You guys are all talking about core de force, and I'm still trying to get through size without modifying like every 4 seconds. But I'm doing it, and I want to be like you guys when I grow up.
Can I put you on the spot?
Did you see me? Go ahead.
Are you a coach that wants to turn this into like full
time? Oh yeah. They told me I have fibromyalgia, apply for disability, this, that. I'm not disabled. I won't do it. No, I can't. I'm too strong. I have 4 kids. I do everything on my own. How am I going to go apply for disability that my body is this, my body is that? I feel like I can make my body into what I want.
Amen.
Basically.
So why are you doing size right now?
Because I love to dance, and it's the first thing that my sister recommended it to me because dancing is my thing. I love it. So she figured that I'd have fun with it because I'm so bipolar that some days, I'm into it and some days I'm not. So she found something that she thought that I would stick with. And I think, she's right. I love it.
I want you to do quarter force.
I do too.
Hi, Maddie.
Me too.
She really puts you on the spot.
I want you to do quarter force.
Already?
Yeah.
Like, is that safe? Like me?
Keep size for, because I could tell you have a lot of energy. Keep size for like when you want something to do. But I want to see you make quarter force your main program right now.
You heard that, Mari?
You told her. I'm glad you told her because she wouldn't listen to me.
They look so hard. I'm like, oh, I have sciatica. Oh, I have this. I have that. I'm nervous. Maybe I'm gonna screw.
But you just told me everything that you're not.
I know, but that's the whole bipolar. See, that's the whole way of playing with your mind.
I just heard your fear tell you that you have sciatica.
Yeah.
You have all that because your level of excitement was a lot more different than when you told me that you're not disabled and that you can do things.
Yeah, it's true. I am scared. I'm scared to fail.
When Beachbody's promoting something, you have to lean into it. You have to. We're not getting another program till like March. This program right now is everything for us, and mainly because of what it does for us on our inner journeys as coaches. So tomorrow, do you live near your sister?
No, she moved to Texas.
Okay. Well, you can Zoom a workout in together. You have Beachbody on demand. You get her password, whatever, and then do this. Start with your entire team is doing it. They're on day one. You can jump right in.
All right. So tomorrow's day 2 for everyone else.
And I want you to tag me. Like when you post your video, I want you to tag me. I want to see it.
Maritza, Chula, I got Bo to do it today. If I can get Bo to do it, you can do it.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. You heard, Nobi?
You can do it. Remember, my husband is the one who pulled a hammy on the first 21-day fix and never touched it again. And I got him to do MMA speed today, and he loved it.
And Nobi tried it, Chula. Nobi tried it, and she liked it. She tried one of them. So you guys.
Nobi, you didn't even tell me.
What?
She's in the room. No, I'm talking to Nobi. She's in the room. She's joined the group, but she's quiet. She's shy. I'm going to try it tomorrow, and I'm glad that I have everybody supporting me. It feels great.
Absolutely. We're going to put you right in the other quarter force group. And Migdalia's probably like, why did I open my mouth?
Yeah, because,
you put her on the spot.
It's good enough.
I'm going to shut my mic now.
It's good enough to do size right now, right?
Yeah, but we don't want to just be good enough.
That's right. We want to be great.
I want to be great. We all want to be great. We're going to be great.
We are great.
Yeah, we are great.
You got the entire team to cheer you on right now.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Audrey, so much for jumping on. Thank you for
guys.
always being available to us. Team Advent loves you, and we are always inspired every single day by your story, by your transformation, and just being here for us. So thank you so much for jumping on our call tonight.
Hey, when's your next Fit Club?
The 26th.
The 20, when is that?
The 26th.
Okay, you guys are doing quarter force?
You want to come lead it?
Yeah.
Yay.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
We'll do MMA plyo, Superman punches.
There you go.
There you go. So that's what? That's the day, the Saturday right after Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
Put it in your calendar. All right.
We're there.
No, close the deal.
Vamos a quemar el pavo.
That's the week that I end the test group. So guys, if I'm like 20 pounds heavy.
Ay, Dios mío. We're going to be like, pero Audrey. No, you'll be great. Let's do this.
That's cool.
Cool. Yes. Awesome.
We'll have a great time. Thank you so much, guys, for hopping on. Thank you, Audrey, again.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Have a wonderful night, everyone.
Wait, can I get a picture? Can I get a picture?
Oh, yeah. Let's go be great. Wait, tell us when to smile.
Hold on. I'm deciding if I want this on my Instagram story or
just put it everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere. All right, smile, guys. Got it. Thank you.
Thank you, Audrey. Thanks,
Good
guys.
night.
Have a great night.
Bye.
Bye.
Good night.